So let's pretend we're looking at the ash grove for the very first time. What do we notice? We start reading on the upper left corner and we see the treble clef, so we know what range of notes we're playing in, and we know that this line stands for G, obviously. We see one sharp, and that is the key signature, and it means that we're either playing in the key of G or the key of E minor, the relative minor of G major. The last note is usually the tonic in the key that we're in, so since the last note is a G, we're probably in the key of G. Okay, the next thing we notice is the time signature. It's 3/4, and as discussed earlier, that's 3 beats per measure, quarter notes. And then we notice a pickup beat. And the pickup beat tells us that the rhythmic accent is shifted over 1 beat probably throughout the entire piece. And so just to make it clear to myself, I put these phrase marks in here, these curved lines that group the beats by threes. And then everything does fit together nicely, and notice in the last measure there's a half note, meaning that there's only 2 beats in this measure. There could be no other reason for this than that the beat has been shifted over from a 1-2-3 count to a 3-1-2 count throughout the entire composition. So the count is going to be 3-1-2, 3-1-2, 3-1-2, and 3-1-2, 3-1-2, and 3-1-2, 3-1-2, 3-1. Now in the book I had a rest in that measure, and that was incorrect. The rest was in there because I didn't know how to use finale well enough to get rid of it, quite frankly. Now everything fits together rhythmically, and I would look then for the phrasing, and what I see is that the ash grove consists of sections, that is 2 measure groupings of notes. This will become more obvious when I play it, but here's the first, here's the second, the third begins here and ends right here, and the fourth ends right here, begins here, ends here. Okay, all of this put together makes it much easier to play the piece. So now that I've figured it out rhythmically, I can pick up the guitar and play the ash grove. Okay, I think we can move on to example 1/6 now.